What up, folks? Welcome in. My name is DrumRollTony. I'm a streamer on Twitch, musician, and music director living here in Seattle. We're checking out Beatpellahouse. This is requested quite a bit in the last couple of beatbox reaction videos. All right, I've never heard the group before, so I don't know what to expect. But I feel from like reading comments, Hiss and Wing are in this, so I'm excited. Let's go, Candy Thief. That's a nice groove in that snare part. All right. Nice layering. Oh, the bass drum on the build? Okay. Did he say, I'm a candy thief? Check out my cavity. Is that the line? That's fucking genius. All right. The first thing we got to talk about is copyright. I'm sorry, man. These official videos, beatbox stuff lately, we're getting dinged left and right, man. This is difficult to navigate. I know the beatbox community gets super like, y'all get vocal in the comments. You get mad pretty quick. But there's just stuff you don't understand. YouTube is very difficult with copyright, and this is what it is. I mean, besides, anyway, I'm an analysis channel. It is what it is. This is the correct way to do these things. And, you know, it's challenging. But if you don't like it, bounce. It's all good. There's plenty of channels out there. Okay, so in the beginning here, this groove, the duo is my favorite part, especially the snare part. That's so groovy because you could play so much stuff with that. And it sets up, it kind of has this like little backward spin, like a little borderline swing on it. So you really feel where the pocket's going to be. But obviously the two of them together is required to set up all the fundamentals because you get the snare here, but I mean, everybody and their mom can hear it's the first three notes in a minor scale. 1, 2, flat 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. You know where we're going. Like the first like 30 seconds are all about it. Even when they come into the drop, we're all layered on it. I mean, he drops down with like the throat bass. He drops down an octave, but that is sometimes less is like, it's not even less is more, like less is way more because I don't know. I'm still like hella foreign to beatbox, but this feels way more like dance track. Like again, I've said it in other videos recently, but if I was not looking, I wouldn't know this was people. I'd be like, oh yeah, we're the club. It's cool. Everyone's moving. Like it is what it is. It just does not feel, you know what I'm saying? Like it just, you wouldn't think that's people, but that's cool. I feel like it's going to be way more accessible. Emphasize the backbeat, but right here, you know what I'm saying? It's so easy. This is a little turnaround. That's all it is, but it's cool, man. Like this grooves. And she's gonna come in with an offbeat splash here. And then that is wild. Like makes more sense to me, right? Like everyone kind of like fake their way through like a mouth trumpet. I'm not saying I can't do any of this shit, but when he drops down to this boom, 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 but it's like, it's so different. You can see all the stuff like going on. I don't know how he produces this. It's just, I mean, some of y'all explain it in the comments. That's very cool. Actually, someone dropped a different reactor breaking down stuff. I learned quite a bit watching that video. I appreciate that link on the Hiss and Wing video. That was pretty cool. But the point is, I'm just praising, you know, the quality of sound. I get it. This is a video shoot. It's not like a live session. I wonder, ooh. I was like, I wonder what they sound like live. Let's after this, let's see if there's a live video of this. But point is, that grooves, man. This build. Sorry, I apologize. But we got the build right here. When we flip the camera to him, you get a Toonbow bass line coming in, man. Right here. You hear that in salsa, but like, I mean, you can use that in any music. It's just rhythms. You can, you know, we borrow rhythms all over the place, but you know, that's primarily where you're gonna hear something like that. But it fits so well right here because you get this build dynamically. You know, it just sets you up for what a beautiful drop as it comes into this. We'll go on this time, I promise. The low end bass too. Oh, she has a verse. Okay, hold on. Before we get into that, let's just go back and let's praise what's going on here, because this has like, I don't know, man. Like this is a good fusion. Like this has some OG kind of hip hop vibes to it. His voice is perfect for this too.
Check out my cavity. You should check it out. It's a result of my tooth activity.
Also, like the phrasing within that, like the thematic, all the phrasing that's within that, it works really well above the groove that they're giving us. Remember, less is significantly more a lot of times, because when you have a groove that's that tight and locked in below, like it just really allows the vocals to soar up top. This is like giving me good memories of like, you know, stuff I used to listen to, but not beatbox versions, you know? And then whoever's like so low on bottom, like I really want to hear the live version. I want to check out the intonation. Intonation just meaning how in tune they are with each other in a real setting. So obviously studio version, you know, is going to be, so everyone is drug and drop. Like it's going to be, you know, flawless as far as like sense sharp or sense flat. But this sounds really good though. All right, I want to hear her verse. That's interesting, because that feels hella contemporary. It's wild to hear, like, you know, for a moment there, I felt like we're getting like a mashup fusion, like dance track / beatbox / like hip hop stuff. And then it got like a little bit more West feeling. Like, man, the American influence of hip hop globally is pretty interesting when you think about how many people have taken on stuff and doing what they want with it. That's cool though. Just kind of like really, she kind of camps out and kind of drones, especially, I mean, he did too. Hold on, let me just listen to this again. That's crazy. That's cool. Then we have like a little articulation flip there on her flow. That's fun. Over the bar line, that's cool. Yeah, that's cool. All right, so I feel like she had a nice, like her section's kind of like A and a B going over that. That's cool. All right, let's keep going. Oh, there's that from like dopamine. Cool. I mean, it's the same thing. Hits though. There you go. All right, yeah, that's cool. Okay, I think we talked about everything that we needed to talk about, and that's fun, man. That's super fun. Like I would definitely, if that comes on, I'm like, oh, Jaeger shots, let's go dance floor, let's hit it. That's a lot of fun. I never in a million years, if you just played it for me, I guarantee you'd be like, oh, cool, who wrote that? Like, I'd be like, I would never have thought that was a beatbox. Just the way it is. That's fun. So this is a good fusion and mix. Okay, I'm just going to go look on YouTube to see if there's a live version. So give me a second. I'll be right back. All right, so good news. I found one very quickly. Okay, let's take a listen. Oh, it's in a different key. It's higher. That's cool. That was cool. I like this better. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. You should check it out. It's a result of my tooth activity. I'm a candidate. Check out my cavity. Pull up to the shop, pussy going to the bar. They don't want the water down. Pick a bucket with the sweets. I'm a candidate. just the tiniest bump, ba-dum, bum, boom, as we get to our root note. There's just the tiniest little bit of stuff, but that's real life though. It's real people. So I'm very happy to hear it. The intonation is good though, but you can hear where, you know, they are folks singing. That's pretty cool.
Check out my cavity. You should check it out. It's a result of my tooth activity. I'm a candidate.
My tooth activity. Shit.
Better keep your eyes as well, cause I'm
All right, I want to hear.
People say I'm doing sweetness, honey chasing beat, follow with the flipness. My cat is off, let me know one can pry. If you wanna taste, gotta catch my aura lingers out of town. My flora glows in euphoria for ya. I can share some of my gloria, but you never feel my victoria.
Yeah, man. I'll take the live version any day. That was cool. This is fun. Oh, okay. Oh, do you hear that? That. Oh, yeah. Give me. Hold on. Let's get some more of that.
Check out my cavity. You should check it out. It's a result of my tooth activities. I'm a candidate.
The lyrics are so fucking funny, dude.
Pull up to the shop, what's he doing? Cause the door there, what's the water gun? Pick a pocket with the sweets. I'm a candidate.
Threatened with a water gun and a pocket full of sweets.
You should check it out. It's a result of my tooth activities. I'm candidate. Shit, I'm candidate. I'm candidate.
All right.
Candidate.
Yeah, that's fun. All right. What else we need to do from them? I want to go to this. This would be a fun concert to go to. This is such a different trip, man. I dig it. I really do prefer the more technical videos. Those are fun too. But this is fun in a different way because, okay, here's what I think from like a music like education standpoint and like just like where I'm at in my career. Like, you know, the more complicated stuff is and technical, it appeals to musicians, right? Like it's musicians' music. Like the most hardcore beatbox, I would assume, really the only folks that can understand it are other beatbox people. I mean, I spent my whole life studying rhythms. You know, my day to day, everything I do from like the stuff, you know, YouTube is just YouTube. But my real like musician life and like music teacher life, you know, it's super involved in like music ed and making. You know, a lot of young people get access to, you know, an instrument and figuring out how they're going to fit into, you know, some kind of ensemble or, you know, a lot of work with other adults and how they're going to, you know, continue to play after they're a kid. Like that's my real life. And one thing we all kind of share in common is often with when things are so complicated, just the degree of like, I don't know, accessibility, it just gets super narrow. But if you want that activity to be celebrated and, you know, kept alive, the more like groove you make it, the larger the, you know, the masses will like pick onto it. Now, we'll tangent Tony here for a moment. That comes with the price as well, because a lot of times you have like a medium that is celebrated and appreciated with folks that know what's going, you know, knows what's going on. If you're a beatboxer, you know, you watch all these videos, yeah, you're going to love it and you're going to know exactly what's going on. You're practicing the techniques, you're emulating, you're learning, you're adding to your vocabulary. Musicians do that everywhere. Someone actually, there was a comment in one of the beatbox videos. They were like, yeah, the difference between this and like regular instruments is that every beatboxer sounds different versus like a normal instrumentalist. And I was like, man, that I can see why someone would think that, but that's actually, you know, that's actually not true. It's the same thing. If you get 10 trumpet players, they're going to have 10 different feels, 10 different drummers, 10 different feels. Like everyone approaches the instrument differently. Now, granted, a tangible, you know, if you're manipulating an item, there are a lot of similarities within, you know, an alto saxophone is an alto saxophone. Yet you're going to bring people on it. It's going to sound different. The human, you know, the inside of your throat, your voice box and everything that goes on in there, obviously that's the most like intimate instrument experience that exists. There's nothing more personal than that. So yes, I did agree with that comment, but also disagreed at the same time. But like, hey, don't forget that everyone else that, you know, you're celebrating on your instruments is also doing some really cool stuff. But anyway, the point of this whole thing is, sorry, this is one of these moments where I just talk. Sometimes when the masses come in, a lot of the artistry can get lost because the masses don't really know. And they just kind of like, they'll buy into anything and be like, oh yeah, it's cool. But pros and cons, man. So the more that this happens, I think there'll be a lot more leverage for beatbox. And, you know, maybe not so much of the super, super technical stuff because most people's ears are like, what am I even hearing? You know, what's going on here? So I would love to hear your thoughts about that. Anyway, okay. What else should we do? Because obviously Beatpella House is like super groovy. I would love to know more stuff. Let me know in the comments, please, and thank you.